10 Emotional Intelligence Tips. Emotional intelligence, or EI, is the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in positive ways to relieve stress, communicate effectively, empathize with others, overcome challenges, and defuse conflict. Emotional intelligence helps you build stronger relationships, succeed at school and work, and achieve your career and personal goals. It can also help you to connect with your feelings, turn intention into action, and make informed decisions about what matters most to you. Emotional intelligence is commonly defined by 4 attributes. Self-management: you're able to control impulsive feelings and behaviors, manage your emotions in healthy ways, take initiative, follow through on commitments, and adapt to changing circumstances. Number 1, input: motion dictates emotion, as the old saying goes. So jolt your physical body out of routine by attending an exercise class, or try channeling a busy mind with a puzzle or a book, anything to break your existing routine. Number 2, ensuring that you create a schedule and stick to it is extremely important if you want to complete tasks effectively. Number 3, funnel your emotional energy into something productive. It's okay to keep overwhelming emotions inside, especially if it's not an appropriate time to let them out. However, when you do, rather than vent it on something futile, turn it into motivation instead. Don't get mad, get better. Number 4, establishing trust with a person can be difficult, and once it's lost, it's very hard to regain. Try to be mindful that people are only human and will make mistakes. By offering your trust, you are inviting people to offer their trust in return. Self-awareness: you recognize your own emotions and how they affect your thoughts and behavior. You know your strengths and weaknesses, and have self-confidence. Number 1, knowing yourself completely is difficult, and it's almost impossible to look at yourself objectively, so input from those who know you is vital. Ask them where your strengths and weaknesses lie, write down what they say and compare it. Look out for any patterns and remember not to argue with them. It doesn't mean they're right, they're just trying to help you gauge your perception from another's point of view. Number 2, a great way to get an accurate gauge of yourself is to keep a diary. Start by writing down what happened to you at the end of every day, how it made you feel and how you dealt with it. Documenting details like these will make you more aware of what you're doing and will highlight where problems might be coming from. Periodically, look back over your comments and take note of any trends. Number 3, everyone has a core motivation when they begin a project. The difficulty is keeping this driving force in mind when adversity appears. All too often people start a project but fail to complete it because they lose their motivation to do so. Take time to understand what motivates you and use it to push you across the finish line. Number 4, think about a situation you're going into and predict how you will feel. Practice naming and accepting the feelings. Naming the feeling puts you in control. Try to choose an appropriate reaction to the feeling rather than just reacting to it. Social awareness: you have empathy. You can understand the emotions, needs, and concerns of other people, pick up on emotional cues, feel comfortable socially, and recognize the power dynamics in a group or organization. Number 1, often we lead hectic, busy lifestyles and it's all too easy for us to lose touch with our emotions. To reconnect, try setting a timer for various points during the day. When the timer goes off, Take a few deep breaths and notice how you're feeling emotionally. Pay attention to where that emotion is showing up as a physical feeling in your body and what the sensation feels like. The more you practice, the more it will become second nature. Number 2, while you're practicing your emotional awareness, take the time to notice your behavior too. Observe how you act when you're experiencing certain emotions, and how that affects your day-to-day life. Managing our emotions becomes easier once we become more conscious of how we react to them. Number 3, in this hyper-connected world, it is easy to fall into an opinion bubble. This is a state of existence where your own opinions are constantly reinforced by people with similar viewpoints. Take time to read the other side of the story and have your views challenged, even if you still feel they are right. This will help you understand other people and be more receptive to new ideas. Relationship management: you know how to develop and maintain good relationships, communicate clearly, inspire and influence others, work well in a team, and manage conflict. Number 1, your emotions and behavior come from you, they don't come from anyone else, and once you start accepting responsibility for how you feel and how you behave, it will have a positive impact on all areas of your life. Number 2, to keep motivated, it's important to maintain a positive and optimistic mindset. See problems and setbacks as learning opportunities instead of failings, and try to avoid negative people and opt to surround yourself with positive, well-motivated people. They'll have a great effect on you. Why is emotional intelligence so important? As we know, it's not the smartest people who are the most successful or the most fulfilled in life. You probably know people who are academically brilliant and yet are socially inept and unsuccessful at work or in their personal relationships. Intellectual ability, or your intelligence quotient, IQ, isn't enough on its own to achieve success in life. Yes, your IQ can help you get into college, but it's your EQ that will help you manage the stress and emotions when facing your final exams. IQ and EQ exist in tandem and are most effective when they build off one another.